Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here, and welcome back to the Nexus. And this is the last video to go over the most recent Valera patch, and that is going to be Tassadar, as you see on screen. He is a ranged support that is all around shields. Most notably his plasma shield. Got a few changes here and there, and I think for the most part, his new build is pretty strong. I've been actually playing him quite a bit with my friends, and I actually like it. And there's like two different builds I'll go depending on the map. Anyways, we won't extend this intro any longer than it needs to be. Thank you all for watching, and please don't forget that like button and subscribe as well, or check out anything else on this channel. See you in game. Alrighty, everybody, we have the chicken rice thing. J-coin. We got it. Sweet. So what you gotta do is you gotta match the thing that shows up there. It's a little weird. So because this is a bigger map, I like to go for the pardon me if I butcher these, Kandarian Resonance. So this is his new regen globe quest, which gives him the everlasting shields. Before you just get a talent and give you the passive increase, and now it doesn't do that. So it's a little strange. You have to collect 20 to get a passive increase by 50% on the shield, and then after 40 the shield will last indefinitely, which is pretty nuts if you ask me. Looks like our Valera is going after their what's her face? Who's that? Vala. I want to get this regen globe, and then I'm going to do that. Hey, look, there's an aquifer in a really bad place. It's a little silly. It looks like we're fine. They killed Vala. So I'm going to try and actually soak the sheet for this a little bit better. They also did something with his area effect, where now he gains, it increases damage by 12% for every 1 second they stand in it, which makes it pretty good actually for clearing lanes. It's kind of surprising. I didn't notice that change at first, but it's pretty cool, I think. I'm gonna get vision here. Ow, I'm soaking minions. Feels bad. What is he doing all the damage to me? Anyways, the other thing is that now you gain passive lifesteal on your Q when you apply it to someone, so inherently Tassadar does pair even better with auto attack heroes like Vala or Tracer, as always, but now it's just baseline, so that's even better, kind of making him even more of a niche role, but he's still very strong. Not to say that he doesn't fit. What else? The dimensional shift now has a longer cooldown, so you're not going to be using it as much anymore, and that build is completely destroyed, basically. You can't do that build at all anymore for the prescience to get health and the race car build. That's what I'm looking for. Sorry about that. It's been a long day. A little scatterbrained. Anyways, what else did they do? Oracle. He now gets distortion beam passive on his auto attacks, as you saw me doing there. Gonna give that to this Ariel. They should turn and kill Ariel. So next talent I just got is called Kala's Light. So this ability, what it does is when your shield expires, your target gets armor. It's 25% damage reduction. This is really strong. It's surprisingly strong, actually. I think it's one of the better ones in this tier. Oh, I heard the sound effect and I thought it was me done. You can also go for Kala's Embrace here for if you have a really big auto attack team, which wouldn't be bad with this Butcher, but I still think that having the armor on your shields, you'll get more passive value from that, especially because you do have two supports. Can I help Butcher here? Yeah, we're good. She's so fast! I'm trying to stay in between Butcher and the auto attacks. Gonna give this to Ronda now. That Vala chased us really far. Looks like we got the first turn of the game though. We're doing fine. We're up a level, or 2 levels, just barely a level. There's the tumor there. Get rid of that. I'm gonna get these coins right here. These guys also drop regen globes, so that's why I'm actually gonna focus on doing this a bit because of that. I want to be able to get to as many as these globes as I can, as fast as I can. Toronto, you should help me. You can use your hunter's mark. That would be, yeah, she did it. And as you can see, I'm also healing myself when I use my shield. It's nothing crazy, but it's still something. And we are level 7, still level up. So this range, I usually go for psionic projection. This is a 40% range increase on your Q and W. This is very, very long. Looks like we got Butcher having some issues here, but he should turn around and attack Valera. And looks like she's probably gonna get away though, y'all. And now I gotta be careful because she's gonna do that, but she didn't go for the silence, so that's good for me. Now we can just attack Ariel since she's standing in our range. I'm slowing her actively with my auto attack, which is nice. I'm gonna give Butcher the shield here, and then just stand right behind him, supporting my team. And I think for this team, I'm actually gonna go for Force Wall at level 10 because we don't really need to have that extra damage with Archon. Even though Archon is completely and utterly viable now, it's I just don't think we need it for this team. That's what one thing I find really good with this update is that now both of his ultimates will see play, I think. I mean, they already do see some play too, but you don't need to, it was kind of like Archon first, and then it went back to the Force Wall for a long time, at least in the solo queue meta. So now we're seeing play for both again, which is nice because some of his talents make it really ridiculous. It makes it always fun. Did I just see the stealth? No. I'm gonna go over here and get this. And then I'm gonna use that so that they can't get me. Oh, so Valera is down there. Technically I should be with my team, because yeah, that, but it is what it is. We have enough coins, we don't want to lose anymore. I can save the Butcher. Looks like Butcher will not get out. And Bala got all of those, and I'm gonna die. Am I going to die? Yes! Shield off a cooldown right there perfectly! Oh no! What hit me? Oh, but Dagara died for me. I must have had my shield fall off or something. I don't really know how that hurt me that much, but oh, well that works out. She went the wrong way. Oops, I'm not meaning to defend that. So Archon, what did they do? It's you get a plasma shield when you activate it now. Its passive also refreshes dimensional shift. So that makes it pretty good for double escape. Like you can do some pretty aggressive plays, like you dimensional shift into the team, and then Archon, so then you can have your escape to come back out. But I'm gonna go for Force Wall. So now the passive for Force Wall is Distortion of Being Slow is increased, and then you also get the ability. It's longer range on this. So now I'm gonna use it for just isolating Vala there, because I don't know what she thought she was gonna do there. That's pretty bad. So I'm already at 11 regen globes. Not too bad. I did die, so that does slow me down a little bit. Oh, I didn't get that regen globe. Darn it. Let's check the stats. I'm healing for 18,000, which is a ton. We don't want to get this? Do we not want to get this? It looks like we're trading kills. Regen globe, that's 12 out of the 40 I need. Pull her out of stealth, and she was stunned by our tremendous. Hi, Vala. Looks like the Valera came back in here. I'm just gonna chill him anyway because I don't feel like dying. And it's also worth noting too that as I'm actively here, I'm healing. My allies are getting healed by doing their basic attacks when I put shields on them, so they're just passively sustaining themselves as they just sit in auto attacks. Valera actually pairs pretty well with her, and also is countered by a Tassadar. So that's another thing. Is a little unfortunate about this update for Valera's release is that she has to go against all these Tassadars in quick match if you learn how to play her, which is like an inherent weakness of her, which is a little like I don't know. I guess it just learns you how to finesse the character a little bit more than you'd normally have to do early on. But not impossible. As my video for my first impressions of Valera, I did go against the Medivh and Valera, or Medivh and Tassadar. So it's not impossible, it's just a bit harder. And at level 13 here, there's a couple talents. I never go deep shift. I don't think it really gets that much value anymore because of that long cooldown. You're not going to be doing it very often. Undoing's Wisdom can be useful. I believe that separating out the healer, and that's going to probably be a kill on the Archon here. Yep. And then we should be able to kill the nice owl from our Tyrande. Solid. We're just going to go for Nullification here. No, I'm going to go Anduin's Wisdom. So I either go Anduin's Wisdom or Nullification for the most part. Nullification is obviously the go-to because it's like a super powered, what's it call it? Shrink rate, that's the word. But instead of slowing, it's a baseline, or it's just a 75% damage reduction, which is kind of ridiculous. So you can basically just kill someone's entire burst combo by having this ability. I have 5 coins right now, but we're fine. We could probably kill Tyrande here. She's body blocked into the corner there. She's taking extra damage, and there she's going to fall. Gonna use vision now. 2 seconds on force wall. Can I get it? Nope. She was able to dash through with her sinister strike. I want that. Yeah. So I'm already at 21, so my shields are now doubled. If you see it on there, it's 991 at level 15 right there. Can I get this? No. Yeah, 991. So basically, this new quest talent allows Tassadar to scale really well into the late game, having these massive shields for his allies, just making it even better. Oh no, it's 50. Oh no, it's retaining 50%. I misread it. I should have waited until the crystal was popped. We got phase disruption here, which this ability, whenever an enemy runs through my AoE, they take more damage from basic attacks. So it's like the opposite of what my Q does for my allies. So it allows them to take more damage, and also I did that so Tyrande or Valera didn't suicide into their team. I did not want her to die. So this allows you to just kind of pocket, support your team. Let's do this. She's totally alone. As you can see, Force Wall is still very much viable. They haven't changed it at all. They did increase the range a little bit, I think, if I remember correctly. I was going to go for the hard engage there. But Valera still died anyways. Let's see. Where you at? Just like that. We're 2 levels up on the enemy team, so we're going to be blowing these guys up really easy at this point.
Mayhem. Lethal force.
There's another force wall. Feels bad. For them at least. And we're just basically just out supporting them, separating them out. It's a little surprising that they don't have a Tassadar on their team, but we do somehow. I'm gonna go turn it because we have more than enough. And I want more regen globes. I'm not gonna get it. I wasn't expecting this game to be such a one-sided match, but it is what it is. Let's see. If we make it to 20, I'll just talk about the 20 talent now. So level 20, there's a couple things here. So if you choose Archon, Twilight Archon is amazing. Every basic attack refreshes the cooldown of Archon. I'm gonna have to do a video of Archon because it's amazing. It is so much fun. You can make it last for like a ridiculous amount. I actually recorded a video with Twilight Archon the first time, and I got it to last for like 50 seconds. It was completely, utterly awesome. But oh no! Valera went too deep. She went too deep. I think we should definitely just back out and just get the boss.
That's enough.
We do have the butcher, but he doesn't have his meat stacked all the way up, unfortunately. But that's fine. So I'm dealing, let's see, 142 at the end of that, if they get hit by every second. So not too bad. I'm gonna head that way. Ragnaros has been split soaking this whole time. He needs to be careful. I'm at 29 globes. Go. Go. Do it. We have all the vision in the world. We have 2 catapults coming top lane. Ragnaros is going to take the bottom keep. So we're going to be just fine after this. As you saw there was a little shield that showed that the armor was on the butcher. And then you can see there, Tyrande does have more shielding on her as well. So now at this point in the game, I can basically just spam my shields on cooldown to keep stacking that retention up more and more. They did kill Ragnaros because he was all alone. To finish my thought on this, I would not go Prismatic Link. I don't see getting too much value from that. Basically, your basic attack will now chain to multiple targets. The leashing range on this ability is pretty bad in my opinion. So if whatever ult you go, I recommend getting that, unless you want to go for Shield Battery, which is like a Tassadar's improved Storm Shield. It's pretty good actually though. Oh, and then Ariel just walked right into the Butcher's ult, but that's a 3-man maw. Haven't seen that in a long time. I'm gonna just make space for the Butcher. There goes their Valeera, and that's gonna be game probably here. I'm gonna just have fun with my walls. So there you go. You just say GG to the team because we just kind of just got ahead and just made it easy. No problem at all. And our Valeera was MVP because she got, like, she only died once. That's amazing. She can do a lot of work, especially if there's not enough vision provided by the enemy team. She just kind of just assassinates everybody. We're gonna look at the stats real fast, and then that'll be it for today. Alrighty. So my stats were 2, 7, and 1, with 36,000 siege damage, which is not too bad. It's about where you'd expect it to be. Only 11,000 hero damage. So this is where the difference comes in. If you do go Archon at level 10, you can do a really solid amount of damage, because your auto attack splash and stuff can be really, really strong. I did do 58,000 healing. That is amazing. He can definitely compete now with any healer in the game, I would say, as long as, but it comes to with timing. It's like playing Zarya and stuff. You have to time your shields so that they're getting the most value. Because if you just kind of just cast them whenever you want, especially if you're going that this level 1 talent, you're not going to have that regen or the retention of the shield for the majority of the game. So that kind of stinks. But if you're timing it out, you should do just fine. I've gotten awards where you actually prevent damage, which is pretty nice. And then I got 10,000 XP soak. He is a solid laning hero. He can definitely hold his own in lane as long as you're not taking skill shots from the enemy team. And that's going to do it for today's video, everybody. Let me know what you guys think of the new Tassadar. He feels pretty much the same at the core. Just a few tweaks here and there to kind of make him feel a little bit more solid in certain spots and a little bit more interesting. I think his talents are really strong now, with ones like Kala's Light here, and then 16 with this phase disruption. It definitely feels like he synergizes even more with auto-attacking heroes than he did before. The other build I would go is kind of like an AoE build with the level 1 talent here for smaller maps like Brax's Holdout. Other than that, I don't really change much for the most part. And that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and see you in the Nexus again.